Hey, welcome back, Jewel Babes. This is J-Way here with Jewel Nail Designs. You guys already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care, and turn on those notifications so you never miss another great uploaded video. Okay, so today we have another great video. I'm super excited. We have a watch me work, but it's going to be a watch me work on me. Yay, me, okay? So I haven't done my nails in a very long time. Like, it's been too long, like way too long, which is a no-no, okay? So I figured I would go ahead and throw on a nail set, and in the process, I'm going to bring you guys along with me. So you'll see some of the behind the scenes, you'll get some pro tips and advice, and yes guys, we get to throw on a beautiful new nail set. I'm super excited. So I have some of my items already picked out that I'm going to use, and I just want to kind of throw this in. This was just so cute. I picked this up the other day, and I have basically like a little cart or a little shelf full of all the items that I'm going to be using in the nail set. This is just some of them, but basically I wanted to put it together, and I just figured this presentation of this was just super cute. It is such a vibe. So yes guys, these are just some of the items that I will be using. Obviously I'm going to be using some tips, but these are just some of the items and some of the tools that I'll need to get started on my new nail set today. So I'm going to bring you guys along the process. My hands need a little bit of love, so I know that it's a little bit rough. It's a little bit rough, but we're going to get it together. We're going to have a beautiful set in the end, and you guys are going to have a great video. So you guys sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and create this new nail set today. Let's go. Jumping back in, we're going to go ahead and start on the nail prep. The nail prep is going to be essential if you want your sets to last, and I want my set to last for a long time. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on the nail prep process. My nails is looking a little bit rough, unfortunately, but no worries. At the end of this today, we're going to get it all the way together and we will be good to go. So trust the process, okay? So first, I'm gonna just go ahead and push back my cuticles. Next up, I am going to use my file, and I'm just going to rough up the surface to make sure that everything will adhere and will last long, because I want this nail set to last. I am going to go ahead and take my brand new e-file that I purchased from Savvyland, and I am going to just go over the cuticle and go over the whole nail to remove any dead skin around the nails and the cuticles, because once again, we do want our nail set to last. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this very quickly. And also keep in mind guys, everything that I'm doing, from pushing back the cuticles, filing, shaping, and buffing, I'm doing it very gently, because you don't want any irritation, you don't want any damage or sensitivity to your skin. Next up, I am going to do some quick cleanup with these alcohol wipes so we can get started placing the hard gel. Next up, my hands is nice and clean. We are ready to go, and I'm going to go ahead and pick out my nail sizes so we can get started this application process. So I went ahead and picked out all my nail sizes from here. I am typically a large, so I just kind of go with the sizes that fits my hands, and we are ready to begin gluing on these nails. So I'm using this glue right here. I purchased this from Shein, and this is some pretty good glue, I might add. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue down all of my nails. I jumped a step, guys. Before I go ahead and start gluing on the nails, I'm going to use my dehydrator and my primer to make sure I get a good application as far as having the nail stick and last. So we're gonna do this first. I'm gonna start with the dehydrator. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and use my glue and glue on all of the nails. Just checking back in. So this is what we have so far. I know you see this is super crooked, but no worries. I'm gonna go ahead and fix my middle finger and even it up so we can move along to the next process. Generally, if you do have that issue, you can just go ahead and do a quick file and you should be good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and file all the nails before we move on. Moving right along, I like to go ahead and use another alcohol pad to just clean up the nail surface before we start the gel application. Moving along, I like to go ahead and use some primer on all of my nails to make sure that the nails will last. After using the primer and putting it on all of the nails, I'm gonna go ahead and place my base coat on so we can start the gel process. Once the gel polish is on all the nails, now we cure. Now that we have this base coat cured, we're going to finally move on to applying the hard gel. All right, so this is the hard gel that I'll be using. I purchased this from Shein a good while back, but yes guys, I'm going to be using this and I love this nude pink color, so let's go. First, when I apply my hard gel, this is what I like to do. I'm not saying this is necessarily the correct steps to follow. You may have your own method. You may have your own system on how you like to do your nails. This is just how I like to do my nails. The disclaimer. Okay, so again, moving along to the hard gel process, this is what I like to do. I like to place a slip layer on the nail first, and then I'll go in with my bead method to add some length, some thickness, and some structure to the nail. So I'm going to do one nail at a time, and I'll just show you a couple of how I do it. I want to place on a slip layer of the hard gel first, just so that it has something to adhere to. and I try to do as even a coat as possible. And next up, I'm just going to grab a good amount of the hard gel, and I'm going to do the bead method. This gel is on the runnier side, so I may have to work kind of fast, but that's what I'm going to do. So this is the next process. So I just go ahead and place a good amount of the bead on the nail close to the cuticle, not flooding the cuticle, and then I want to just go ahead and float it all the way down the nail. And I like to use circular motions and back and forth motions from right to left and left to right. You just want to float it all the way down the nail. I'm liking how this looks, so I'm going to go ahead and cure. Okay, so I went ahead and did a quick flash cure. I'm loving what I see, guys. I want to add a little bit more strength and structure to the nail, so I'm going to place a little bit back on, and I'm going to put my hand in for a full cure. This is what we have so far. I'm liking how it's looking. It's giving me the thickness and the structure that I need, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a full cure. Moving along to my pointer finger, we're gonna go ahead and do the same process. I am going to put a slip layer on first. Once I'm satisfied with the slip layer, now I'm going to go ahead in with my bead, and I'm going to create the nail. I don't have a specific amount of beads that I use. I just use as many as I need to create that structure and that shape for the nail. I like what I have. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more. Getting it as close to the cuticle as possible, but I do not want to touch the cuticle. Once I have it to the length and the structure that I like, I'm gonna go ahead and do a full cure. Moving along to the next nail, we're just going to go ahead and do the same process. All right, and now we cure. Moving along. I want to get it as close to the cuticle as possible, but I do not want to touch the cuticles. And I'm making sure I'm just floating it over the whole nail. All right, and next bead. All right, and now we cure. Moving on to the pinky. Once again, I'm doing another slip layer on the whole nail to make sure that the bead has something to hold on to and to make it a lot easier to move down the whole nail. I'm taking a generous amount, which is right here, and I am kind of working fast because this hard gel is on the softer side, so I'm working kind of fast, but I'm just floating it down the whole nail, getting as close to the cuticle as possible, but not touching the cuticle. And I'm going in left and right motions, just making sure I have the structure that I need for the whole nail. And now we cure. This is what we have as far as with the application process on the left hand. I am liking what I'm seeing. There are a good shape, a good length, a good structure, and I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my right hand. I like to do the file, shape, and buffing at the same time, so I'm gonna do the same process. I'm gonna go ahead and dehydrate the nails, put the nail tips on, put the base coat on, and then put the hard gel on all 5 of the nails. I'm gonna zoom past this process, but it'll be the same thing. Just checking back in with you guys, this is what we have so far. I went ahead and laid the hard gel on all 10 of the nails. I wiped it off with an alcohol wipe because I'm about to file, shape, and buff, and I don't want anything to clog up my nail drill and my nail file. So yes, let's go ahead and move to that process. Let's go ahead and file, shape, and buff these nails. I'm gonna start the process and I'm gonna put my nail drill at 3000 RPMs. So all of my nails have been filed, shaped, and buffed, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the next process, which is applying the gel polish. Now, typically you could go in with a base coat if you wanted to smooth everything out. However, I purchased this gel polish from Amazon. I believe it's pronounced Canny or Connie. And this is a color gel. This is a beautiful color gel at that. And it was saying that it is a thicker viscosity and a very deep and rich opacity. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this on. I don't want to put on a base coat because I don't want my nails to be too bulky. I love that this came in this cute package. It has the expiration date on this side. It has their information, and it's just showing you the color briefly. So let's go ahead and dive inside of this package. All right, this bottle is absolutely stunning. This is a beautiful color, and this is saying that it's HEMA free. So let's take a look at this color. This is so beautiful. This is their mint green and number 9020. So that's how she's looking like, and I absolutely love it. It matches the bottle to a T. This is so beautiful. I cannot wait. So let's go ahead and go. Have my first layer of color on the nails. I'm going to go ahead and do a full cure. So this is how we're looking like. I absolutely love the color, but I want it a little bit more opaque. So I'm gonna go ahead and place a second coat on all the nails. This is how we're looking like so far. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the second coat because this polish is very thick, the opacity is very intense, and the viscosity is thick. However, I am loving this with the second coat, so we're gonna go ahead and cure. All right, this is how we're looking so far. I am absolutely in love with this color. Yes, it's all coming together. So we could leave the nails just like this, throw on a top coat, and we would be good to go. This is a beautiful color. This is an awesome vibe alone. However, this is Jeweled Nail Designs. So you guys already know what's next. We are going to do some Jeweled Nail Designs. So this is how we're looking like. I absolutely love this bling placement. It's giving me everything I need to get. So we're going to go ahead and put this bling on the nails. I am going to put the rhinestones and the larger charms on my middle nail, and I'm going to put this rope chain, this beautiful rope chain, on my ring nail. So let's go ahead and place these bling and sparkle and razz and dazz on. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the rope chain first. I think that'll be easier and I can just get that out the way. So I'm going to cut it to size on my ring nail, and I'm gonna place it on. And taking my 6-in-1 glue, I'm going to go ahead and place just a small amount on this nail. I don't want to put on too much because I've noticed when I've been doing that, I've been having a really difficult time because it doesn't want to stay into place. So I'm gonna just put a little bit on the nail and then place the rope chain inside of the glue. And once I have this to my liking, I'm going to go ahead and cure it. This is what we're looking like so far. We do have a little bit of chain left. No worries, we're definitely going to fix that. However, I'm going to go ahead and do another thin layer of glue to kind of seal in this rhinestone. And then once that's done, I'll go ahead and snip off this extra piece. And I like to do this step just to give some added and extra security for that chain. I'm not going to go over it with the glue or the top coat because we definitely want that sparkle and that shine. But I like to just put the glue very close to the sides to kind of just seal everything in and to keep it into place. Now we'll do a full cure. All right, and once I'm comfortable enough that I feel that the structure and the security is there on the nail, I'm gonna go ahead and snip off this extra piece of chain. And this is what we're looking like so far. So let's go ahead and move on to the middle nail. We are going to be doing this beautiful gem and rhinestone placement on the middle nail. Fingers crossed. I hope that it will fit. I hope it's not too big for the nail, but I'm going to do my best to try to put this on the middle nail. I just have them both set out because this will go on my right hand, but we're going to start with the left hand first. This is how we're looking so far. I'm loving what I have. I am so sorry I could not bring you guys along the process of putting on the gems on the middle finger. The struggle was so real, but no worries. I'll have some upcoming videos about that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and place some glue on the sides of the rhinestones to seal it in. And I'm making sure that I don't touch the rhinestones. I'm just placing the glue on the side, and if any touch the rhinestones, I make sure to get that up before doing a full cure. And now we're going to go ahead and do a full cure. Once I went ahead and put on that glue to seal in these rhinestones, I'm going to go ahead and place my top coat on all of the nails, and we will be done on the left hand. All right, and now we do a full cure. This is what we have so far on the left hand. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm loving the linear design, the linear way we did this nail chain and these nail charms right here. So what we're going to go ahead and do is do the same thing on the right side. I'm going to place the color on twice. I am going to place my gems on, and I'll put on the top coat at the end, and we will finally be done. I'm just going to go ahead and zoom through this process. So let's go. Alright guys, this will conclude the whole nail process. But watch me work on creating this nail set with hard gel. I also use this nail polish from Kenny, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and I purchased this from Amazon. This mint green is everything. I absolutely love the finished product. This is what we're looking like. I love the bling. I jazzed it up and put some rings on, and I also put on some cuticle oil to nourish those cuticles, because you definitely want to do that at the end to put the hydration back in there. But yes guys, this is what we're looking like. I absolutely love this nail set. I love how it turned out, and it just goes to show that just because you have smaller nails or shorter nails, you can definitely put that bling on there as well. So don't be afraid to experiment, have fun, take your time. It is a process, but it's definitely worth it at the end. And practice makes perfect. Just keep practicing. You'll get to where you need to go. And yes guys, this is how we're looking, and I just wanted to film an outro for you guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to borrow a little of your time. It is so appreciated. And make sure that you like, comment, subscribe so you never miss another great video. We have great videos coming up soon. Definitely share, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned to the end for photos.